Once upon a time there was a soldier who devotedly served the king for most of his life. The wars eventually ended, and the soldier was so injured that he could no longer serve. The king called the soldier and said, "You can return to your old hometown to do business. I Don and number 39 T need you anymore. From now on you will not receive money anymore. I only pay those who are serving me." At that time, the soldiers did not know how to calculate their livelihood in the coming days. With a heavy heart and worries, he wandered all day, and at dusk he came to a forest. When darkness covered the forest, he saw a light in the distance. When he got closer, it turned out to be a witch and number 39's house. He said to her, "Please have mercy on me and let me stay here tonight. Give me a little food and drink, lest I die of hunger and thirst." She replied, "Oh, who would care for a discharged soldier? I love people, but I only accept them if you and number 39 are willing to do what I tell you to do." The soldier asked, "What do you want me to do?" "Early tomorrow morning, you go out and hoe the garden for me." The soldier agreed. The next day he worked hard, but by evening he still hadn't and #39 T finished hoeing the garden. The witch said, "I knew immediately that you could do no more. I and number 39 am willing to let you stay here tonight. To repay that kindness, tomorrow you must chop a cart of firewood for me." The soldier worked hard all day to finish chopping the firewood cart. When night came, the witch told him to stay the night again. She said, "Tomorrow you help me with this. Behind my house there is a dry well that has dried up. I dropped a lamp at the bottom of the well. That lamp glowed green and never went out. Please pick up that lamp for me." The next day the old woman led the soldier to the well, told him to sit in a basket, and then lowered the rope. Getting the green light, he signaled her to pull it up. As soon as she reached the mouth of the well, she raised her hand to hold the lamp. The soldier immediately saw her evil intentions. Uncle said, "Impossible. I only gave the lamp when both my feet were on the edge of the well." The witch got angry and let go of the rope, letting the soldier fall to the bottom of the well. She left without saying a word. The poor soldier fell onto the wet, spongy ground, so he didn't and #39 T get any scratches. The lamp still burns, but that doesn't and #39 T help you? I know I probably won and number 39 T be able to escape the hands of death. He sat for a long time, his stomach in turmoil. By chance, while reaching into his pocket, he found a pipe, half filled with tobacco. Uncle thought to himself, "This is probably the last pleasure of my life." Taking out his pipe, he lit the green light, then sat down, sucking on the pipe and taking a few puffs. When cigarette smoke spread throughout the well, suddenly a black man appeared, standing right in front of the soldier and asked, "Please tell me, what do you have to tell me?" The soldier was stunned by that incident, and only later said, "Do I have something to tell you about?" The little man said, "I am responsible for doing everything you want." The soldier exclaimed, "That and number 39's great. First, help me get out of the well." The little black man led the old soldier through an underground tunnel, but did not forget to bring a green light. Along the way, that person showed the soldier the treasure trove of gold that the witch had brought back here and had hidden for so long. Soldiers can take as much as they want. Reaching the ground, the soldier told the little man, Now go tie up that old witch and bring her to trial." Just a moment later, the witch rode by on a wild cat as fast as the wind. The screams sounded horrifying, but soon the little person appeared and said, "Everything is in order." The witch was hung on the gallows. "Do you want to order anything else?" The soldier replied, "Not now. You just go home. Remember to come right away, if you hear me calling." The little man said, "You Don and number 39, need to call." Every time he took his pipe and lit it at the green light, I was already standing in front of him. Soon the little person disappeared. The soldier returned to the capital, where he came from. The tailor bought beautiful clothes, went to the most luxurious inn, and asked the innkeeper to prepare a splendidly decorated room for him. When he moved in, he called the little black man over and said, "I have served the king faithfully, but the king sent me back to the garden, intending to leave me to starve. I want revenge for that." The little man said, "So what should I do now?" Late at night, when the princess was asleep, I magically brought her here to sweep the house and clean the furniture in our house. The little man said, "For me, it and number 39. As easy as it sounds, but for you, it and number 39. A dangerous game. Once the story breaks out, your life could be in danger." Just as the 12 bells signaled midnight, the door suddenly opened, and the little person brought the princess in. The soldier shouted, "Wow, are you there? Please get to work now. Go get a broom, then sweep this room clean." When the princess finished sweeping the house, the soldier called back, raised his legs and said, "Take off my boots quickly." The soldier also took his boot and threw it at her, forcing her to pick it up, clean it and polish it to a shine. The half-closed-eyed princess silently did everything without complaining. When the cock crowed, the little man brought the princess back to the king and number 39's palace and put her to bed. The next morning, the princess went in to tell her father that she had a very strange dream last night. I was taken across the street as quickly as lightning, to a soldier and number 39's room. You have to serve him like a real person, doing menial jobs like sweeping rooms and shining shoes. Even though it was just a dream, why do I feel so tired like I did all those things? The king said, "Dreams can be true. I want to advise you this. Take beans, fill your pocket and make a small hole in the pocket. When you are taken away again, the beans will fall off, leaving marks on the streets you pass." While plotting with the princess, the king did not know that the little man was also nearby and had heard the whole story. Late at night, the little man took the princess away again, falling beans from his pocket but leaving no trace, because the scheming little man had already sprinkled beans all over the streets. The princess still has to do her job until the cock crows. Early the next day, the king sent his subordinates everywhere, intending to find traces of the beans, but it was all in vain. In every street, we see poor children going out to pick beans and whispering to each other, "It rained last night." The king said, "We must find another plan. Just leave your shoes on the bed. Before they take you back to the king and number 39's palace, hide a shoe in the child you and number 39 being led to. Dad will eventually find that shoe." That little black person heard everything. At night, when the soldier sent to arrest the princess again, the little man advised him not to and said that he himself had not thought of any way to foil the new plan. So if the other shoe was discovered, can endanger the soldier and number 39's life. The soldier refused and said, "Then you just do as I say." On the third night, the princess had to work again like her daughter. But before being brought back to the palace, she hid a shoe under the bed. The next morning, the king ordered his troops to go everywhere in the capital to find the princess and number 39's shoe. Shoes were found at the soldier and number 39's home. The little man advised him to immediately escape from the capital, but before he could escape, he was captured and locked up in prison. While running away, the soldier did not have time to carry the green lamp and gold and silver. In his pocket there was only one gold coin. The chained soldier was standing by the prison window when he suddenly saw an old friend passing by and immediately knocked on the glass door. When the other person came to the window, he said, "Please come to the inn and get me the statue and number 39's insides that I left there. I would like to give you this gold coin." The friend went immediately and brought the soldier the statue and number 39's intestines. Waiting for his friend to leave, when he was alone, the soldier sat and lit a cigarette. The little man reappeared and said, "Don and number 39's be afraid of anything. Just let them go wherever they want, do whatever they want. Do it, but remember to always carry a green light." The next day, the soldier was brought before the court for trial. Even though he did not commit any serious crime, the judge still sentenced him to death. When being led to the execution ground, the soldier asked the king for one last favor. The king asked, "What do you want to ask?" "I would like to ask permission to smoke a cigarette on the way to the execution ground. You can take 3 puffs at a time if you want. But Don and number 39's think like that and I will spare your death." The soldier immediately took out his pipe and lit it at the green light. A few rings of cigarette smoke had just rolled up when a tiny black man also appeared, holding a baton in his hand and saying, "Sir, what do you want to order? For my sake, beat those false judges and their henchmen to a pulp and beat that ungrateful king too." As fast as lightning, the little man swung his baton and hit them repeatedly. As soon as the stick touched someone, that person fell unconscious. The king was frantically afraid, knelt down and begged for forgiveness. He offered the soldier the throne and country, and also married the princess to him. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.